Alright guys, welcome to this module. We are jumping into considerations for a self-hosted print-on-demand e-commerce store. So this module has other modules after it. So we are going to look at this first part, which is actually e-commerce platforms. Alright. Now, by the time we are done with this module, you will understand different types of e-commerce platforms on which you can set up your self-hosted print-on-demand web store and guide you through the process, choosing the right platform. There are so many platforms out there, so this is a kind of a heads up so that you will know exactly what to go for. Okay. Now let's look at the types of self-hosted e-commerce platforms. When we talk about self-hosted, there is a little issue here because Shopify actually is not self-hosted. Okay, but you see there are so many platforms out there, but this is just the two most popular options that you can go for. Now the WooCommerce platform is free. You get the WooCommerce plugin, okay, and you set up your store. The Shopify platform is not free. You have to pay. You have to pay at least after a 2-week trial. Then you have to pay $29 every month to run your store. Alright, so that's just the difference. Actually, if you want to set up your store, well, there are advantages to going for WooCommerce. There are also advantages of going for Shopify. So this table kind of simplifies the differences between the two platforms so that you know exactly what to go for. Alright, now if you have the money, you can be able to pay for the $29 per month. Well, you can go for it by all means, because Shopify gives you, everything is set up for you. You don't need to set up your store by yourself, unlike WooCommerce where you need some technical knowledge to be able to set up the store. So look at the options, weigh your options properly. WooCommerce is free to start, but for you to get more functionality, you have to buy some add-ons. You have to purchase some add-ons from the WooCommerce store, and you see, you only get to pay for your hosting and domain name. Okay, and you also have options of creating a blog alongside your web store, and on the blog you can write articles that would help drive traffic to your store. Now there are limited support options for WooCommerce because it's a free plugin. Right, not that you cannot get support. You can actually get support. Yeah, there is a very big community out there of WooCommerce users. There are forums, there are blogs where issues like this that has to do with WooCommerce are discussed and solutions are given. So I wouldn't say the support is actually limited. Yeah, even though it's kind of limited because there is no direct person to talk to. For instance, like Shopify, you have the full support options. You can contact the support team and they will actually fix whatever is the problem on your web store. Yeah, so that is it. WooCommerce is very popular, and it gives you the options to fully customize your store. Gives you a lot of leverage, a lot of latitude to customize your web store, to customize it according to your brand. Alright, so most of these options are not available on Shopify because everything is already set up for you, so you don't have much latitude or much freedom to customize your store, your brand. So that is it. So those are the differences between the two. Alright, now if you have the money, like I said, go for Shopify. by all means. But if you don't have that money, well, go for WooCommerce and get your website up and running. If you need to hire a developer, there are options. There are freelancers who can set up your WooCommerce store very quickly and get your store up and running. Alright, let's move on. Now let's talk about actually how an e-commerce platform works. So it's actually a software application that enables your business to conduct electronic transactions like buying and selling goods and services. So it mainly everything happens on the website. Alright, everything runs on the website. The application runs on the website and handles everything. Now there are several aspects to these platforms. Okay, there are several different aspects to it. You have a product catalog, you have a payment gateway, an order management system, a shopping cart, an inventory management system, you have analytics, you have reporting, you have marketing aspect, you have mobile apps. Now almost all e-commerce platforms have these all these departments. So everything is set up to ensure that your web store runs even without your active presence. So once you set up everything, it runs on autopilot. So you only need to maybe log in once in a while and update maybe some plugins, maybe update some settings and all that. But basically it is a system that runs on autopilot, so that while you sleep, your web store is making money for you. Alright, now the paid e-commerce platforms like Shopify, there are other ones. I just listed a few of them here just for you to look at your other options. So if you have the money to shell out, so that you know exactly what to go for. Actually, Shopify is the most popular, and we also have Squarespace, we have BigCommerce, we have Wix, and many others out there. Alright, so this is just a table to summarize these platforms and the options available to you. Actually I think Shopify is a very good option because it gives you a ready-to-use solution. You don't need to set up anything, you don't need to do much. Just log in, just set up your store, upload your products, upload your designs, and connect to your fulfillment partner, and your store is up and running in no time. And for the free e-commerce platforms, WooCommerce, like I said, is the most popular, and it gives you a free plugin to start with. Then you also have premium plugins to handle most of the other departments on WooCommerce. So WooCommerce is definitely the most popular. Like I said before, you have Shortcut, you have PrestaShop, you have Drupal, you have OpenCart, and all these are free platforms that you can use. Alright, so just look at it and go for the one that actually appeals to you. Alright, now my recommendations are Shopify for the paid platforms and WooCommerce for the free platforms. So I wouldn't recommend any other option out there. These are the tried and tested platforms that are most popular. So go for either of these. If you have the money, go for Shopify, and if you don't have that money, go for WooCommerce. WooCommerce, you just have to pay for the domain name, your domain name, and your web hosting, and probably pay for one or two other services, and you're up and running. Alright, so that is it for this module. I hope you got some understanding of how these things work. So see you in the next one.